Welcome back everyone to my IDC 44 run. This is Swiss run number 4 where I'm up against Drapty. At the top of your screen is playing Light Dark Fire Nature Forbos Control, and I'm at the bottom of your screen playing Light Water Dark Hydro Hurricane with Gigazald. So far I've rolled a 17 and I'm still waiting for Drapty to roll, and he rolled a 6, so I'm gonna be going first. Knowing that he plays Forbos Control, I'm gonna charge Miraculous Snare to unlock both light and water. Also because Miraculous Snare is not that amazing against the deck with creatures that have a come into play effect. I have to be careful not to charge the Bilex, because then he can use it against me by swapping something into the mana zone and swapping out Bilex, which in turn will force me to set myself back in mana. Unfortunately no turn 3 play for me, but at least I'll be having a Gigazald on turn 4. Meanwhile he gets his turn 3 Bronze Tribe. Gigazald is gonna snipe a Terror Pit. Next turn probably gonna go for Petrova, boosting Guardians, I imagine. Haven't seen Gigazald or Mistrias yet. Well, at least there's a Mistrias. Doesn't look like he has fire mana, so I could have summoned Mistrias. But knowing that Forbos plays so many fire removal spells like Volcano Charger, Burst Shot, Blizzard of Spears and many other things, it's good too. It's a good thing to power up Guardians in advance. Now I'm gonna try to snipe the Terror Pit with Gigazald. And it's gonna be sniping the Forbos instead. Hopefully I get to draw Gigazald at some point. Gonna play damage and get it again, searching for Forbos again, probably, yeah. Then he's gonna swap out Gigazald to discard my Mistrias. Now I'm gonna play another Petrova to boost Chimeras. Unfortunately for me, he also has a Guardian and a Chimera on his side of the field, so I cannot really afford to go in yet. I have to bide my time and hope that I'm gonna draw. A Gigazald, I do not. So now he's gonna get to destroy both of my Petrovas with his Mecha Dragons. I can't really afford to go in yet. Thinking for a while now if I wanna go in, knowing that my Petrovas will die to make a dragon, but that would just giving more resources and I wouldn't be able to really finish him off next turn anyway, since he would be able to run over my creatures with his Faliga and Forbos anyway. For some reason he's not playing Mecha Dragon. Maybe he needs a fire source. Looks like he found it. Unfortunately for me, I don't get Gigazald here just yet. So now that I have an extra blocker, I have to think if it's worth going in or not. Because next turn these Petrovas are going to die for sure. So given that I have a Paralysis and a Gigaslug standing away, is it worth it to go in? I'm thinking not really, because the blockers will die and one Gigabalsa will die anyway to the creatures on the field. I'm keeping this Laura Giga in hand for in case I draw a Mistrias, so I can make use of its effect on the same turn. My hope is that one of these days I'm gonna draw a Gigazald or a Mistrias or even Energy Stream. Drapty is still thinking. I know he has a Terror Pit in hand, but I don't know what else. He's just gonna play Faliga to get back the Mecha Dragon, which I'm gonna try to snipe with Gigapalsa. Unfortunately, I won't be sniping it. So he's gonna get to kill all my 1k creatures with it. Which is very, very unfortunate to see. To not see Gigazald. Fortunately I do get Mistrias, but he does have a Terror Pit in hand that he's been holding. I'm just gonna use a snare on his Forbos. And I don't think I'm winning this game. I've lost too many key pieces by this point. Yeah, he's gonna summon Ice Vapor. I'm gonna get to summon an Ice Vapor of my own. He's thinking for quite a while. This is sped up to 1.8 times speed as well. So I'm really not sure what he has in hand. If he has Dimension Gate or Forbos, he should be playing a proactive game, trying to find his finishers at this point. Just gonna play Faliga, probably getting back Soul Swap. Okay, he's getting Mecha Dragon's Breath. he really likes to use that Mecha Dragon's Breath. And now I get to use my own Terror Pit on his Ice Vapor. At this point, if I summon this Paleoliths, he's just gonna use Mecha Dragon's Breath on it, which is why I avoid summoning it. And there comes another Ice Vapor. So I'm just gonna play Cranium Clamp. Man, that Mecha Dragon's Breath worked overtime this game. It's been used 3 times. Yeah, it's probably the most effective card against Hydro Hurricane in the whole deck. Now he's gonna play Forbos, hopefully searching Dimension Gate, so he can find his finishers. At this point, it's not looking good for me because I've lost so many, both Petrovas, so many Chimera Baits, half of my Mystrios, I think, and 2 Paleoliths, so yeah. He's getting Soul Sap instead, don't know what he's planning to do with that. Just gonna get rid of another Ice Vapor, but yeah. He's swapping Faliga in and out for Morbid Medicine. Okay. So now he can get back his Ice Vapor and Forbos. But he needs to get a finisher at some point. He's just gonna play Ice Vapor, and I'm gonna charge this Hydro Hurricane because in this situation it doesn't really do anything. Gonna be playing Forbos, searching Dimension Gate to finally search a finisher. There's the Bolmitius, and I don't even know if I wanna cast this Miraculous Plague. Probably keeping it for Bolmitius. There we go. So I'm gonna be using it on Ice Vapor and Bolmitius, and just gonna give him the Sky Swords probably. Okay, so I'm giving him Lost Soul and Burst Shot for some reason. I don't know what the Deca situation is. I should have given him Sky Swords, because at this point my only option is to try to deck him out. I'm gonna play this Energy Stream, hopefully draw into a snare, but I don't, so I'm gonna settle for a Gigabalsa. So he managed to play Rebirth, and now he can just go for game, to be honest. Yeah, no sense in stretching this game more longer than it has to be. So yeah, now we're on to the second game where hopefully I get to summon my Gigazald. Looks like I could be having a Paralysis, but no light mana for it yet. Fortunately I draw into a Snare. Well, fortunately, also unfortunately, that I have to charge it on turn 3. And I'm gonna be summoning this Paralysis, and next turn gonna be going for Mistrias. And it's a good thing I have 2 of them. Since I don't have a Chimera bait, I'm just gonna charge the Gigazald, summon the Mistrias. If he answers it, I'm gonna summon a second one. There's a Terror Pit, so now I'm just gonna be summoning another one. And he's playing Volcano Charger, forgetting that Paralysis powers up the Mistrias. And he cannot take the playback because it's a tournament. So instead he's gonna use Soul Sap. It's a good thing I didn't have any creature in mana, because he cannot use Soul Sap to swap out my Mistrias for something. I'm gonna charge the Hydro because I can get it back later with Belix. Now he's gonna answer this Mistrias with a Terror Pit. I'm gonna be discarding a Forbos with Gigazald. I don't know if he has an answer in hand for Gigazald. He has Mecha Dragon's Breath, and then he realizes that he cannot use it on Gigazald because it's 7000 power. So he's just gonna opt to kill Paralysis with it. And now I'm just gonna play Paralysis, Gigazald. He could have used Soul Swap on the Gigazald to swap it in and then get a Gigaslug on the field instead. So now I'm gonna be using Miraculous Plague, get rid of his Light and Darkness mana. He put his Kaisor on top of the deck by mistake instead of dragging it to the grave. But now we got it sorted, and yeah. I'm just gonna charge this Gigaballs so I can also cast Energy Stream on top of this Mistrias. Now I can keep summoning a bunch of stuff here to draw with Mistrias. And unfortunately I don't have any more light mana. I was thinking of playing Spiral Gate to take one of the blockers to hand to resummon in next turn. And now I'm gonna play Petrova boosting Chimeras because I'm gonna be summoning another Gigabalza. Because I plan to go in at some point with these Gigabalzas. Just gonna play Gigazald. And I'm not gonna go in yet. I wanna see if I can draw a Belix or a Hydro. If I don't, I'm just gonna go in with the powered up Chimeras. Just gonna play Ice Vapor, but at this point I'm just gonna summon a bunch of creatures and start going in, even without Hydro Hurricane. Gonna be attacking with Mistrias first to play around Birdshot. And I absolutely hate when people do that, because it kills so many creatures that are not supposed to be dead. But thankfully we have a guy in our community who made it so you can get a prompt if you want to kill your automatically use the mass removal effect of a spell. Gonna go in with Gigazald first, so if he takes it out with Terror Pit, I can just go in for more shields with Gigabalsa. At this point I'm not even gonna bother discarding, I'm just gonna go in for the remaining shields. And that was the game. Yeah, he did do two major misplays with the Volcano Charger and the Mecha Dragon's Breath, both times forgetting about Paleolysis boosting the creatures. Don't know if the game would have turned out differently or not, because if he did use Soul Sup on the Gigazald, would have had an extra mana for that energy stream. But I guess we'll never know. At this point I'm just gonna play energy stream. So it looks like I'm going to be having a Gigaballs on turn 4. Then I can follow it up with a Petrova. Not sure if I want to play Ice Vapor, because then he can play a mass removal, get rid of both of them. It might still be worth it, to be honest, because he still loses the card that he uses for the mass removal, and also an extra card in hand and an extra card in mana. But instead I'm just gonna charge it because I draw a Mistrias and I wanna hold on to both Petrovas and the Mistrias. It's safe to say that Petrova is better against Forbos than Ice Vapor because they play so many power-based removal spells. Miraculous Rebirth, Volcano, Burst Shot, Blizzard. Since I draw a second Mistrias, I'm probably gonna charge this Petrova. I'm not sure if he's holding Miraculous Rebirth in hand. But if he is, I would like to... Okay, I end up summoning Mistrias. To be fair, I haven't seen any rebirths in his deck yet. So I didn't know whether or not he was playing it. Okay, so he's playing Mecha Dragons, and at this point I'm thinking if I wanna charge the Petrova to go for Rias and Laura Giga, and I instead opt to play the Petrova. But this will allow him to play a creature without being punished, so he's gonna be able to get back the Mecha Dragons with Faliga. Not sure why he's thinking for so long. I would have taken Mecha Dragons instantly to clear the Petrova next turn, but instead he opts to go for Cranium Clamp, which I have no idea why. Fortunately for him, he did have a Terror Pit. But now I summon an Ice Vapor, and any spell he plays is gonna force him to pay attacks now. He's thinking for quite a while, every single turn. I know he has a Cranium Clamp, but I don't know what else he has. If he has Forbos, he should probably search for Rebirth or Mass Removal. Either way, I'm gonna be casting Miraculous Plague next turn. So that looks like a Belix for Soul Swap. So I think he's planning to get rid of Ice Vapor with Soul Swap. So yeah, that's gonna set him to 5 mana. I have to remind him of the Ice Vapor effect. So yeah, that's gonna set him to to 5 mana, I know, cards in hand. Gonna have to charge this Miraculous Snare. Be on an extra amount of mana in case I draw Energy Stream. And the targets for Snare, which he has, are not even that juicy. Could decide here if I wanna play Plague. But I don't know what to even give him. Because I definitely don't want to give him Faliga. And for some reason I do, I'm not sure. Gonna force him to choose between the fire mana. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm starting to go in. Now I understand. So he's just gonna play Sky Sword, gonna play 2 more blockers. Gonna attack with Gigabalza playing around Burshot. But that's gonna be a terror pit to kill the Solgala, so maybe I should have gone in with Solgala first. And he misplayed by charging Faliga because he had an Apoc in hand. So he could have charged one of the fire manas to play the Apoc, clear the Gigabalza. So now he's just gonna play Faliga. Unfortunately for him, he did have a Soul Swap in his shields. But now he's gonna have to spend mana to clear the Gigabalza. And nothing else because there's 2 Palolysis on the field. So he will need a Soul Swap. Yeah, he needs to charge mana, play Soul Swap on Sky Sword, and then with 7 mana use Apoc on Gigabalza. So he can keep stalling this Petrova. So he plays Magma Rex for some reason. And again he forgets about Paralysis. This is the third time he forgets about Paralysis. So now he's just gonna replay Sky Sword again. Since he had Soul Swap, he could have done what I said. Play Soul Swap on Sky Sword and play Apocalypse Vice for 7 mana to destroy the Gigazald, which could have stalled me out. And yeah, that's gonna be the 4th round from IDC 44. My list should be on the screen for those of you who are interested, and until next time, see ya.